A quiet snow fell softly on the hills of Bethlehem. The world was bruised and broken, longing for a light again. A virgin held her newborn with a trembling sacred sigh, and heaven bowed in reverence as the Son of God arrived.
All creation hushed in wonder at the child upon the straw. For the maker of the galaxies now breathed beneath the law.
On the night the carol made, the angels cried. Love himself descended from on high. Every sorrow trembled, every fear took flight. Darkness bowed its head before the light. Hope was born in fragile form that night. On the night the carol made, the angels cry.
The shepherds saw the sky ignite with glory bright as day. A choir robed in brilliance sang the tears of God away. They ran toward the stable where redemption's light was laid, and found the King eternal in a cradle gently swayed. And the wise men journeyed onward, guided by a promised flame. For they knew the child before them was the great I am by name.
On the night the carol made, the angels cried. Love himself descended from on high. Every sorrow trembled, every fear took flight. Darkness bowed its head before the light. Hope was born in fragile form that night. On the night the carol made, the angels cry.
Oh, fallen heart, lift up your gaze. Let grace restore your broken ways. For Christ was born to heal your soul, to carry every weight you hold. The heavens wept for joy that night, for perfect love put death to flight. Oh, hear the echoes through all time. A Savior lives,
And you are mine. On the night the carol made, the angels cry. Love himself descended from on high. Every sorrow trembled, every fear took flight. Darkness bowed its head before the light. Hope was born in fragile form that night. On the night the carol made, the angels cry.
and the stars remember softly every tear that heaven shed.
For the song that changed creation, when God's love was born in red.
Before love arrived, the world was worn and waiting as the stars grew faint with sighs. 1,000 years of longing lived in tear-stained midnight skies. The prophet's words lay echoing like footsteps in the dark, but still the world kept searching for a single holy spark.
The shepherds stood in quiet hope, though shadows wrapped the land, their weary hearts still whispering for God to move His hand. Then suddenly the heavens bloomed with fire in every part, for love burst into mortal life and found the waiting heart.
The darkness bowed before Him as creation felt Him near. The King of endless majesty stepped into human fear. When love found every heart, oh, hear the sound of mercy falling warm upon the cold. A child who came to gather back the lost and weary soul. Let every broken voice arise, let tears become a start, for heaven touched the earth with grace the night love found each heart. Love in a cradle, the cattle breathed around Him as their warmth revived the room, while Mary held the light of God that pierced the ancient gloom. And Joseph felt the Spirit stir like dawn within his chest, for heaven slept in fragile hands, in innocence and rest. The wise men crossed the barren lands with lanterns trembling gold, their faith the only compass through the wind and winter cold. They bowed before the newborn King, undone by heaven's art, for love had walked the desert too, to find their seeking heart. He came to heal the silent wounds, the ache too deep to name. He came to lift the sinner's head and wipe away the shame. Bethlehem's gift of love, oh, hear the bells of mercy ringing softly through the night. A Savior born for every soul too tired to seek the light. Lift up your eyes to Bethlehem, let ancient sorrow part, for heaven changed the world forever the night love found each heart. And still His light is shining through 1,000 years of tears, a refuge for the broken soul, a comfort for our fears. The hymns we've sung for generations tell the same in part. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel still finds the longing heart. So bring to Him your quiet pains, the ones you hide away, for the child who warmed the winter hay still finds you where you pray. Let all the earth be found, oh, lift your voice in worship for the miracle of grace. The Savior born in Bethlehem still reigns in every place. Let angels soar, let nations roar, let healing now restart, for heaven found the world again the night love found each heart. Oh, of waiting, the winter night was heavy, and the stars forgot to shine. A world that bore 1,000 moons cried softly for a sign. The prophets whispered promises, lay trembling in the cold, but still the faithful waited for the story to unfold.
Shepherds watched in quiet hope, though shadows veiled the skies, their hearts repeating ancient words through tear-worn lullabies. Then suddenly the heavens broke with fire and glory new, for all that God had ever sworn that night was coming true.
The darkness bowed before him as the King of Light drew near.
The Lord of all creation stepped into our trembling fear. When promises lived, oh, hear the cry of heaven falling gentle on the earth. The child who came to lift the lost and show the soul its worth. Let every weary heart arise, let tears be born anew, for heaven touched the world with love.
The night each word came true.
The promise in the manger, the cattle breathed around him as their warmth subdued the air. While Mary held the Holy One, the world had long prepared. Joseph felt the truth unfold like dawn within his chest, for God had kept his every word in innocence and rest. The wise men crossed the desert sands with lanterns burning low, their faith the only compass through the bitter winter snow. They bowed before the newborn King, their hearts in reverence grew, for all the prophecies they'd read that night were proven true.
He came to bind the shattered soul, to heal the unseen ache.
He came to lift the sinner's head and mend the hearts that break. Bethleham's fulfillment, oh, hear the bells of mercy ringing softly through the night. A Savior born for every soul who longs for heaven's light. Lift up your eyes to Bethlehem, let ancient grief undo, for heaven changed the world forever. The night each word came The promises that still live and still is truth is burning through 1,000 years of tears. A lantern for the broken heart, a refuge through the years. The carols that we sing today recall what angels knew. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel, God's promises endure. Bring him all your hidden wounds, the fears you never speak. For the child who warmed the winter haze still strengthens every week. Let all the earth remember, lift your voice in worship for the miracle of grace. The Savior born in Bethlehem still reigns in every place. Let angels soar, let nations roar, let hope be born anew, for heaven healed creation's heart. The night each word came true. trembling as the quiet stars drew near. A weary world lay broken by its sorrow, doubt, and fear. But in a humble stable where the lanterns whispered low, a child of endless mercy came to melt the winter snow. And heaven bowed in wonder as his first soft breath began. For the God who formed eternity lay sleeping in the hands of man. On the night the world learned how to hope again, every burden shattered, every soul found friend. Life flowed down like rivers from above, filling mortal hearts with perfect love. Joy returned to places drowned in pain. On the night the world learned how to hope again.
The shepherds saw the silent hills ignite with holy flame, 1,000 shining angels lifting earth in heaven's name. They ran across the trembling fields with awe and trembling grace, to kneel before the Prince of Peace and see the Father's face.
And wise men crossed the desert winds with faith that would not bend, for prophecy had whispered that a king would heal all men. On the night the world learned how to hope again, every burden shattered, every soul found friend. Light flowed down like rivers from above, filling mortal hearts with perfect love. Joy returned to places drowned in pain. On the night the world learned how to hope again. Oh, broken heart, behold his light. He came to warm your endless night. Your tears, your ache, your silent fears, he carried them through mortal years. His gentle hands, his steady breath would one day triumph over death. Oh, hear him whisper through your pain, my child, I came to heal your chain. Let the heavens thunder with their praise. Let the world lift up its tear-stained gaze. For the child beneath the Bethlehem star still comforts wounded hearts afar. Sing with joy, let every soul proclaim. The holy night the world learned hope again. And the angels still remember how the night grew calm and bright, when the weary world discovered there was hope in every The dark before the dawn, the world was wrapped in shadow as the cold wind softly cried, a weary earth in longing prayed for heaven to divide. The prophet's ancient promises lay aching in the night, and all creation held its breath for just a glimpse of light.
Then suddenly the heavens stirred, a shimmer touched the sky. A star began its quiet rise as angels hovered nigh.
The shepherds heard a whisper like a flame that dared ignite, for darkness felt its ending come the moment light kissed night. The shadows bowed before him as the holy child drew near. The Lord of all eternity stepped into mortal fear. When light kissed darkness, oh, hear the sound of glory bursting through the winter air. A child who came to gather hearts too broken now to bear. Let every trembling soul arise, let tears become the sight, for heaven touched the earth with grace. The night love gave us light.
Light in a manger round him as they warmed the sacred straw, while Mary held the newborn light with trembling hands of awe. Joseph felt the Spirit burn, a truth the wise foretold, for God had wrapped eternity in fragile flesh to hold.
The wise men journeyed far and wide through deserts dim and deep. Their lanterns flickered faithfully against the midnight's keep. They bowed before the baby king as stars sang pure and bright, for heaven crowned the world with joy. The night love gave us light. He came to calm the storm within, to mend the wounds unseen. He came to make the sinner whole and wash the weary clean. Bethleham's rising light, oh, hear the bells of mercy echo softly through the snow. A Savior born for every soul, too burdened now to glow. Lift up your eyes to Bethlehem, let sorrow fade from sight, for heaven changed the world forever. The night love gave us light. He came to calm the storm within, to mend the wounds unseen. He came to make the sinner whole and wash the weary clean. Bethlehem's rising light, oh, hear the bells of mercy echo softly through the snow. A Savior born for every soul, too burdened now to glow. Lift up your eyes to Bethlehem, let sorrow fade from sight, for heaven changed the world forever. The night love gave us light. And still his star is shining through 1,000 years of grief, a lantern for the broken heart, a whisper of relief. The ancient hymns remind us of the truth the angels write. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel still brings the dark to light. So bring him all your quiet tears, the ones your heart can't fight, for the child who warmed the winter haze still turns your night to light. Let all the earth be lit, oh, lift your voice in worship for the healed creation's heart. The night love gave us light. The winter night grew silent as the earth held breath in fear. A world weighed down by sorrow longed for hope to reappear. But in a humble stable where the lantern softly glowed, the child of ancient promise came to lift the heavy load. And heaven stood in silence as his tiny cry began. For the King who shaped eternity lay helpless in the hands of man. On the night when heaven stood still in light, every shadow trembled, fleeing from the sight. Peace descended like a gentle flame, calling every broken heart by name. Hope was born to chase away the night. On the night when heaven stood still in light.
The shepherd saw the silent sky ignite with shining fire. 1,000 glowing angels singing of the world's desire. They ran with trembling footsteps to the manger in the straw, to kneel before the Prince of Peace in reverent, tearful awe.
And wise men crossed the weary sands through storm and desert chill, for prophecy had whispered that a child would calm the will. On the night when heaven stood still in light, every shadow trembled, fleeing from the sight. Peace descended like a gentle flame, calling every broken heart by name. Hope was born to chase away the night. On the night when heaven stood still in light. A weary soul, behold his grace. He came to fill your empty space, your hidden wounds, your midnight cry have never left his holy eye. His gentle hands, his whispered breath would one day triumph over death. Oh, hear him call through grief's dull chill. My child, my peace is with you still. Let the heavens thunder with their praise. Let the nations lift their tear-stained gaze. For the babe beneath the Bethlehem star still heals the wounded from afar. Raise your voice, let winter night fell softly as the stars began to sigh. A broken world lay trembling underneath the silent sky. But in a lowly stable where the lanterns kissed the straw, a child of endless mercy came to mend the world in awe. And heaven held its breath in light as his tiny cry took flame. For the heart that made creation beat within a fragile frame. On the night that love first learned to breathe, every wounded spirit found reprieve. Light poured down like rivers from above, crowning earth in everlasting love. Hope returned to hearts that dared believe. On the night that love first learned to breathe. The shepherds watch the quiet hills erupt with shining fire. 1,000 angel voices lifting earth from dark desire. They ran across the trembling fields with wonder in their eyes, to kneel before the promised King beneath the starlit skies. And wise men crossed the desert winds where shadowed dangers seethed, for prophecy had whispered that salvation's child would breathe. On the night that love first learned to breathe, every wounded spirit found reprieve. Light poured down like rivers from above, crowning earth in everlasting love. Hope returned to hearts that dared believe. On the night that love first learned to breathe. Oh, weary heart, behold his grace. He came to fill your empty space, your shattered night, your quiet fear. He carried them when none drew near. His gentle hands, his whispered sigh would one day teach the world to fly. Oh, hear him call through grief unseen. My child, with me you are redeemed. Let the heavens thunder with their praise. Let the nations lift their tear-stained gaze. For the child beneath the Bethlehem star still heals the wounded from afar, singing peace that all the world can breathe. From the night that love first learned to breathe. On the night that love first learned to breathe, every wounded spirit found reprieve. Light poured down like rivers from above, crowning earth in everlasting love. winter night lay trembling as the stars began to rise. A weary world lay silent under heaven's watching eyes. But in a simple stable where the shadows brushed the hay, the Son of God eternal breathed his first small breath that day. And heaven bowed in reverence as his gentle cry became the song that broke 1,000 years, the night heaven learned his name. On the night the heavens learned his holy name, every burden lifted, every heart reclaimed. Light poured down like mercy on the land, touching every soul with healing hand. Hope returned where sorrow once had reigned. On the night the heavens learned his holy name.
The shepherds watched the quiet hills ignite with blazing light, a host of shining angels singing peace into the night. They ran across the trembling fields with awe and trembling grace, to kneel before the promised King and meet him face to face. And wise men crossed the lonely sands through darkness, fear and flame, for prophecy had whispered of the child all worlds would claim. On the night the heavens learned his holy name, every burden lifted, every heart reclaimed. Light poured down like mercy on the land, touching every soul with healing hand. Hope returned where sorrow once had reigned. On the night the heavens learned his holy name. Oh broken heart, behold his face. He came to fill your empty space, your silent tears, your secret fears. He carried through his mortal years. His tiny hands, his gentle sigh would one day calm the storms that cry. Oh, hear him whisper through your pain, my child, I carved you in my name. Let the heavens thunder with their praise. Let the nations lift their tear-stained gaze. For the babe beneath the Bethlehem star still heals the wounded from afar. Raise your voice, let every soul proclaim. The holy night the heavens learned his name. And the angels still remember how the sky burst into flame when the Lord of all creation let the world behold his name.
night was cold and trembling as the stars began to weep. A weary world lay wondering if God still watched his sheep. The prophet's words felt distant like a fading ancient flame, but still the heavens waited for a child to bear his name. The shepherds kept their vigil as the dark pressed ever tight, their tired hearts repeating prayers to push against the night. Then suddenly the heavens tore with angels bright and true, for all creation trembled when the world first learned his name. The silence bowed before him as divinity drew near. The Lord of all the universe stepped into mortal fear. When his name was first known, oh, hear the cry of heaven falling gentle on the earth. A child who came to show the soul its everlasting worth. Let every breaking heart arise, let every tear proclaim that heaven touched the world with love. The night we learned his name. A name wrapped in tenderness, the cattle breathed around him as their warmth embraced the hay, while Mary whispered softly to the one who lights the way. Joseph felt the Spirit move like dawn within his chest, for God had placed his holy name in innocence and rest. The wise men crossed the barren lands with lanterns burning low, their hope the only compass through the drifting desert snow. They knelt before the newborn King, their hearts forever changed, for heaven crowned the world with truth. The night we learned his name. He came to heal the hidden wounds, the ones we cannot speak. He came to raise the broken soul and strengthen every weak. The none died still the night. Oh, hear the bells of mercy ringing softly through the cold. A Savior born to gather back the wandering and the old. Lift up your eyes to Bethlehem, let every doubt be tamed, for heaven changed the world forever. The night we learned his name. His name still calls to us, and still his name is echoing through centuries of pain. A refuge for the weary heart, a shelter in the rain. The ancient hymns remind us of the truth the angels claim. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel. His name is still the same. So bring him all your sorrow now, the wounds you hide in shame, for the child who warmed the winter straw still knows you by your name. Let all the earth declare, oh, lift your voice in worship for the miracle of grace. The Savior born in Bethlehem still reigns in every place. Let angels soar, let nations roar, let hearts ignite in flame. The winter world lay waiting as the stars began to rise. 1,000 weary heartbeats lifted softly toward the skies. But in a humble stable where the shadows kissed the hay, the song of all creation came to chase the dark away. And heaven paused in reverence as his newborn cry unfurled. For the God who spoke the galaxies had stepped into the world. On the night the carols found their voice again, every fear was quiet, every heart could mend. Light fell down like mercy through the cold, wrapping mortal souls in peace untold. Hope returned to hearts that long for him. On the night the carols found their voice again. The shepherds saw the silent sky ignite with sudden flame, a multitude of angels lifting earth in heaven's name. They ran across the trembling fields through frost and winter air, to kneel before the promised King and feel his presence there. And wise men crossed the endless sands with gifts, with faith, with flame, for prophecy had whispered of the child all worlds would claim. On the night the carols found their voice again, every fear was quiet, every heart could mend. Light fell down like mercy through the cold, wrapping mortal souls in peace untold. Hope returned
winter night lay quiet as the stars began to glow. A broken world lay trembling underneath its weight of woe. But in a lowly stable where the lanterns flickered faint, the light of all creation came to heal the weary saint.
And heaven bowed in silence as his gentle cry took wing. For the God who formed eternity let earth hear heaven sing. On the night the world first heard the heavens sing, every fear fell silent at the birth of the King. Light poured down like rivers in the night, turning sorrow into holy light. Hope returned on mercy's gentle wing. On the night the world first heard the heavens sing. The shepherds watched the quiet hills ignite with sudden flame. A choir robed in glory, calling softly on his name.
They ran through fields of trembling, leaving everything behind, to kneel before the promised one, the Savior of mankind.
And wise men crossed the endless sands through shadows deep and dim, for prophecy had whispered they would find their hope in him.
On the night the world first heard the heavens sing, every fear fell silent at the birth of the King.
Light poured down like rivers in the night, turning sorrow into holy light. Hope returned on mercy's gentle wing. On the night the world first heard the heavens sing.
O wounded soul,
Behold his grave,
he came to fill
your empty place,
your hidden
your
tears.
secret ache,
He carried
your
forth
spirit said,
his tiny hand,
his gentle sound
would one day lift the world on
Oh,
high.
hear him whisper through your pain. My child, your life is not in Let the heavens thunder with their praise. Let the nations lift their tear-washed gaze. For the child beneath the Bethlehem star still mends the broken from afar. Raise your voice, let every heart take wing.
For the night the world first heard the heavens
And the angels still remember how the midnight air took wing, when the world grew warm with glory.
lay quiet as the stars began to glow. A broken world lay trembling underneath its weight of woe. But in a lowly stable where the lanterns flickered faint, the light of all creation came to heal the weary saint.
And heaven bowed in silence as his gentle cry took wing. For the God who formed eternity let earth hear heaven sing. On the night the world first heard the heavens sing, every fear fell silent at the birth of the King. Light poured down like rivers in the night, turning sorrow into holy light. Hope returned on mercy's gentle wing. On the night the world first heard the heavens sing. The shepherds watched the quiet hills ignite with sudden flame. A choir robed in glory, calling softly on his name.
They ran through fields of trembling, leaving everything behind, to kneel before the promised one, the Savior of mankind.
And wise men crossed the endless sands through shadows deep and dim, for prophecy had whispered they would find their hope in him.
On the night the world first heard the heavens sing,
Every fear fell silent at the birth of the King. Light poured down like rivers in the night, turning sorrow into holy light. Hope returned on mercy's gentle wing. On the night the world first heard the heavens sing.
O wounded soul,
Behold his grave,
he came to fill
your empty place,
your hidden
your
tears.
secret ache,
He carried
your
forth
spirit said,
his tiny hand,
his gentle sound
would one day lift the world on
Oh,
high.
hear him whisper through your pain. My child, your life is not in vain. Let the heavens thunder with their praise. Let the nations lift their tear-washed gaze. For the child beneath the Bethlehem star still mends the broken from afar. Raise your voice, let every heart take wing.
For the night the world first heard the heavens sing.